Oh, yes. I was looking at this voter guide. Yes, and they have what's known as the Help America Vote Act of 2002, the HAVA. Yes, yes. Could you get me a copy of that? Any person who believes a violation of any provision of Title III of the Help, the HAVA, yes, as amended, is occurring or is about to occur may file a complaint with the Election Division of the Secretary of State's office. Yes. Now, the solicitor information required in Section 2 of the section shall be submitted to the Secretary of State's office with the following oath and affirmation. I hereby swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that all statements made by me are true and correct. They put that in bold print in all capitalization, known as the penalty of perjury. Yes, under the penalty of perjury. Now, I'm really having some difficulty with America not having the zero tolerance policy about fraud and corruption. Yes. And I would think that when you had knowledge of having court hearings 50 days later, that there's some penalty of perjury, that the court commissioner signing the actual protection order, yes, that the statements made by that individual are true and correct. Now, let's say you're a court commissioner or a judge, and you issue a court order that says that I received actual notice of court hearings when I didn't. Ooh, I was a credible threat when I wasn't. Yes, and that I hadn't been an intimate partner for approximately 4 years. Yes. And then you say that you issue that in accordance with the regulations of the Violence Against Women's Act, Pooch, that happens to have to be in accordance with the actual RCWs of the state of Washington. Now, there could be some voter fraud going on here, Judge Kogenhauer, ooch, Landis, ooh, Melly, oh, Doherty, ooch, Ken Williams. Now, let's say, okay, that you're running for office, and you don't have a zero policy about fraud and corruption, and your name's on the ballot right now. We've already been through the primary, have we? And we're going to have election in November. And I'm walking through looking at all these signs for prosecuting attorneys, maybe Mr. Nichols, Mr. Hawes. Now, under the penalty of perjury, is it fraud, yes, for the court to issue a protection order where the requirements of the state were not enforced? Yes! That means the requirements of the VAWA were not enforced? Yes. And that you as a candidate of fucking office